Paraguay, the nation that broke Germany. For decades, Germany was the team that never broke. In World Cup history, when a match went to penalties, Germany was not just dangerous. Germany was almost inevitable, cold, calm, ruthless, a football machine built for pressure. But on one unforgettable night in 2026, that machine finally cracked. And the country that broke it was not Brazil, not Argentina, not France, not England. It was Paraguay, a South American nation that came into the World Cup as an outsider. A team few people expected to go deep. A country that had already been written off by many before the knockout stage even began. But football does not care about predictions. Football remembers courage, and Paraguay had plenty of it. The match began with Germany carrying the weight of history. Four-time world champions, a squad filled with talent, a nation used to playing on the biggest stages. For Paraguay, this was different. This was not just another knockout game. This was a chance to write one of the biggest chapters in the country's football history. Germany controlled possession. Germany moved the ball. Germany looked like the stronger team on paper. But Paraguay had something that cannot be measured by statistics. Belief. They defended with discipline. They fought for every loose ball. They suffered when they had to suffer. And then, in the 42nd minute, Paraguay found the moment that changed everything. Julio Enciso scored. Paraguay were leading Germany in a World Cup knockout match. For a few seconds, the world had to stop and look again. This was not supposed to happen. Germany were supposed to control the game. Germany were supposed to survive. Germany were supposed to move on. But Paraguay had other plans. In the second half, Germany responded. Kai Havertz equalized in the 54th minute, and suddenly the old feeling returned. The feeling that Germany always finds a way. The feeling that the giant had woken up. The feeling that Paraguay's dream might collapse under the pressure. But Paraguay did not collapse. They held on, minute after minute, challenge after challenge, attack after attack. Germany pushed. Paraguay resisted. The match went beyond 90 minutes. Then beyond 120. And after 2 hours of pressure, exhaustion and tension, the game arrived at the one place Germany had always owned. Penalties. This was supposed to be Germany's territory. For generations, penalties had been part of the German myth. Other nations feared the shootout. Germany embraced it, but this time, the story changed. Paraguay stepped up with belief. Germany stepped up with history on their shoulders. And slowly, impossibly, the pressure shifted. Germany missed. Paraguay survived. Germany missed again. Paraguay kept breathing. Then came the decisive moment. José Canali walked toward the penalty spot. One kick. One nation holding its breath. One chance to send a football giant home. He scored. Paraguay had done it. Paraguay defeated Germany 4-3 on penalties. And for the first time in World Cup history, Germany had lost a penalty shootout. Think about that. Not just a match. Not just an upset. A piece of football history was broken. Germany, the nation built on tournament mentality, had finally fallen in the one place where it had always seemed unbeatable. And Paraguay became the country that did it. Back home, the reaction was not just celebration. It was national emotion. People poured into the streets. Flags were lifted. Families celebrated. A country that is often overlooked by the football world suddenly became the center of the story. The win meant so much that Paraguay declared a national holiday. Because this was bigger than football. This was about identity, pride, memory, and the feeling that a small nation can still shake the world. That is what the World Cup does better than anything else. It gives countries a stage. Not just the richest countries. Not just the most famous teams. Not just the nations with the biggest leagues and the biggest stars. It gives the stage to anyone brave enough to believe. Paraguay did not beat Germany by being more famous. They did not beat Germany by having more attention. They did not beat Germany by being the favorite. They beat Germany by refusing to disappear. They survived pressure. They survived extra time. They survived the moment every player fears. And then they took their chance. For Germany, this defeat will hurt for years. A giant went home. A perfect penalty record was broken. Another World Cup disappointment was added to a painful modern chapter. But for Paraguay, this night will live forever. Children will remember where they watched it. Fans will remember the final kick. Players will remember the moment they became legends. And the world will remember the headline: Paraguay broke Germany. Now Paraguay moves forward, with an even bigger test waiting. But whatever happens next, this story is already written. A small nation stood in front of a football giant. The giant had history. The giant had pressure. The giant had everything to lose. Paraguay had belief. And on that night, belief was enough. This is not just the story of a penalty shootout. This is the story of a country that reminded the world why football is beautiful. Because sometimes, the most powerful teams do not win. Sometimes, the biggest stories come from the places the world forgot to watch. Paraguay did not just win a match. Paraguay made history. And Germany will never forget the nation that broke them.